Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Quick Bite of Knowledge. It is related to current affairs, but here we will talk about Chandrayaan 3. How was it implemented? So recently India launched Chandrayaan 3 from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, India. This successful mission carried out by scientists in a very systematic strategy, and it was launched on 14 July 2023 when the GSLV Mark III rocket entered the space. In the 17th minute, Chandrayaan 3 separated and reached the fixed orbit of the Earth. So it was in a parking orbit with a perigee of 170 km and apogee of 36,500 km. Now what is this perigee and what is this apogee? In an elliptical orbit, the closest point in spacecraft trajectory to the Earth is its perigee, and farthest point of spacecraft trajectory to Earth is its apogee. On 15 July, first firing, earthbound firing was performed, and now spacecraft was placed in an orbit of 173 km by 41,762 km. This was a significant step in its journey to the moon. On 17 July, second earthbound maneuver, that is orbit raise, was done, and now it was in the orbit of 41,603 km by 226 km. On 18 July, third earthbound maneuver orbit raising was done, and it was now in the orbit of 51,400 km by 228 km. On 22nd, fourth earthbound maneuver, that is orbit raising, was done, and now it was in 71,351 km by 336 km orbit. Then fifth earthbound maneuver was done on 25th of July. Now after this, the next firing, that is trans-lunar injection or insertion, was planned for 1st August 2023. The spacecraft was inserted in a lunar transfer trajectory, and here it escapes from Earth's gravity. Then it covers the distance of about 3,84,400 km to enter the Moon's orbit. In this way, Chandrayaan 3 now enters the lunar orbit or Moon's orbit. From 15 July to 5th August 2023, spacecraft was boosted several times. Then it entered lunar orbit on 5th of August. The lunar orbit was of 164 km by 18,704 km. On 6th August, it was again reduced to 170 km by 4,313 km. Following maneuver, Chandrayaan 3 orbit was reduced to 174 km by 1437 km on 9th August 2023. 14th August 2023, orbit reduction has sent spacecraft in 151 km by 179 km and which was again reduced on 16th of August to 153 km by 163 km. These lunar orbit circulation phases reduce the distance between the spacecraft and the lunar surface. Then on 17th of August 2023, lander and propulsion module separated, and lander now moved alone. Propulsion module remains in the orbit around the moon, where it will be there for months and years. The lander on 23rd of August performed soft landing on south pole of the moon. This remarkable achievement took place in 4 distinct phases, making India the first country to do so. That is, first country to land near the moon's little explored south pole. The 4 distinct phases which were followed to make the mission successful are rough braking phase, attitude hold phase, fine braking phase, and terminal descendant phase. In the rough braking phase, lander was just 30 kilometers above the lunar surface. Then it gradually descended towards the lunar surface. Using the lander's propulsion system, it reduced its speed from 1.6 kilometers per second to 146 meters per second. Attitude hold phase. In this phase, the lander module maintained its position and height. Fine braking phase. In this phase, the lander was roughly 850 meters above the lunar surface, and it then utilized its thrusters to decrease its speed from 146 meter per second to only 0.5 meter per second. Then the lander shifted to a vertical position. Terminal descent phase, the last stage of landing. The lander module lowers and arrives at a precise location roughly 100 to 150 meters above the lunar surface on the moon's south pole. Its sensors and cameras scan the lunar surface and select an ideal landing site or landing location. Then finally at 6:04 p.m. it landed on the lunar surface. Now there is an answer to the puzzle of the previous video. One can check easily whether they are correct or not. Now rapid questions related to Chandrayaan 3 mission. How long did it take Chandrayaan to get to the surface of the moon? Answer is 40 days. How many times did it orbit the Earth and Moon before making a moon landing? It made 21 orbits of the Earth and 120 of the Moon. In this way, it had to travel 55 lakhs kilometers to cover the distance of 3.84 lakhs kilometers distance. Name the other 3 countries that were successful in making the soft landing on the moon. Answers: United Nations, Russia, that is Soviet Union, and China. PM Modi ji was out of the country. Where was he during this historic event in India? He was in South Africa for the BRICS summit. Joined the live telecast of Chandrayaan 3 landing online. Now fill in the letters and complete this puzzle, and answers to this puzzle will be available in the next video. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to view such videos in future also. Thank you once again.